Kritika. This video we are going to learn about northwest corner rule. What is a northwest corner rule? Allocating in the northwest corner cell of a transportation table. This is our transportation table, and here if we find the direction, this cell will become the northwest corner cell of the table. So we are going to start allocation from this cell. That's why this method is called the northwest corner rule. And here is our example. This example we have already seen in the balanced problem. Okay, so this is an balanced problem because the supply values sums up to 17 and the requirement values sums up to 17 equal value. So this is a balanced problem. For this balanced problem we are going to use the northwest corner rule. So we have taken our table, and here this is our northwest corner cell. To allocate a particular cell, we have to compare the supply and demand value corresponds to that cell. So for this cell, the supply value is 6 and the demand value is 7. So we have to compare these two numbers, and we are going to allocate the minimum of these two numbers here, and we will compensate that number from the supply and from the requirement values. Okay, so we start our allocation here. So this is our northwest corner cell of the table. So here we are going to start our allocation. For this cell, the supply value is 6 and the demand value is 7. So we are going to allocate the minimum of these two numbers, which is 6. So we have allocated 6 here, and from this 7 units we have allocated 6 units. So we have only the balance of 1 units here. And from this 6 units of supply we have allocated all the 6 units, so we have no units remaining here. Okay, so for this row we have no supply units to allocate. Okay, so we are going to eliminate the first row. Okay, and from the remaining table, this is the northwest corner cell, and so here we are going to allocate. For this cell we are comparing the two numbers. The demand is 1 and the supply value equal to 1. So comparing these two numbers, we have to allocate the minimum, but these two numbers are equal, so we are going to allocate 1 here. And from this demand value we have used the whole unit, and the supply we have allocated the whole unit, so this 1 and here the supply units are used. Okay, so that for this column we cannot make any further allocation, and similarly for this row we cannot make any further allocation because the whole supply units and the whole demand values have been used here. Okay, so we have eliminated the row and the column. For the remaining table with 3 cells, this is the northwest corner cell. So here we are allocating for this cell, the supply value is 10 and the demand value is 5. For these two numbers, 5 is the minimum, so we are allocating here. Here all the 5 units of demand have been used. Okay, so that this 5 is eliminated and that cell has been eliminated. Okay, for these two cells, okay, these two cells, this one is the northwest corner cell, and for this 10 units we have used 5 units here, so the balance is 5 units. Okay, so for the remaining table with 2 cells, this is the northwest corner. So here we are allocating for this cell, the demand value is 3 and the supply value is 5. In these two, 3 is the minimum, so we are allocating 3, and these 3 units have been used fully here. So we have eliminated this 3 and the particular column, and from this 5 units we have used 3 units, and so we have only 2 units balance. Okay, so the remaining cell we have to allocate, and here the demand is 2 and the supply is also equal to 2, so that for this cell we have to allocate 2 units, and here the supply and demand values are fully used. Okay, so we can eliminate these two numbers. So this cell is eliminated. Okay, so after allocating this we have to verify whether we have allocated all the units. Okay, so for this we have to check with rows and columns. For rows, we have to add all the allocations for a particular row which sums up to the total supply of that row, and similarly for a column we have to add all the allocations which sums up to the demand for that particular column. Okay, so for this first row we have only one allocation with 6 units, so this 6 equal to the total supply of the row. And for the second row we have only one allocation with 1 unit, so this 1 unit must be equal to the supply of that row. And for the third row we have 3 allocations, 5 plus 3 plus 2, which sums up to 10, which is equal to the total supply of that row. And similarly for a first column we have 2 allocations which sums up to 6 plus 1 7, so which is equal to the total demand of that column. And for second column we have only one allocation with 5 units, which is equal to the demand of that column. And for third column we have only one allocation with 3 units, which is equal to the total demand of that column. And for fourth column we have only one allocation with 2 units, so that will be equal to the demand of that column. Okay, so we have verified the allocations, and the total allocation values sums up to this total value 17. Okay, so 6 plus 1 7, 7 plus 5 12, 12 plus 3 15, 15 plus 2 17, which is equal to this number. Okay, so after verifying the allocations we have to find out the transportation cost, which is nothing but 2 into 6, the allocation number and the cost value. Okay, 2 into 6 plus 1 into 1 plus 8 into 5 plus 15 into 3 plus 9 into 2, which is equal to 116. Okay, this cost may vary depending on the method. Here we have used a northwest corner rule and we have got the number 116. Okay, so for another methods this cost can vary. Okay, so next videos we will discuss about the other solution methods. Okay, thank you.